I really wanted to come out and test my fire making skills, and what better weather to do it than this. Actually, I was hoping it'd be a little bit worse weather than it is now. It's relatively cold, probably in the 30s. It is snowing. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. But I was hoping for some good hard snow and a lot of wind. But as we have it, it's relatively calm. I saw this coming up, this being the storm, and knew I had to get out and play in it. And that's what I want to do, is test my fire skills. So let's have at it. So this is the scenario. I'm up here and I've got caught. I've got to hunker down for whatever reason, and I got to get a fire going as quickly as possible. Not a dire emergency, but I know better I get started now to get this fire where I need it to be. This stuff is really moist under here. See that? This is going to be interesting. This will be fun. That's still pretty green right there. Yeah, this stuff is soaking wet. This will be interesting. Normally what I try and do is put a platform down. I'm not going to this time, unless it's a minimal one like this. Or actually, you know what we can do? I think for a platform would be really easy. It's almost a bird's nest platform. Now again, the wind's not really blowing out here, so it's not terribly cold, because my hands are getting moist from the snow and they're getting cold. But if that wind was going, oh, it'd be even worse. So let's do that maybe as my little platform. Quick and easy. Something to baton. Maybe that will be my baton. Sometimes what I'll do with these little branches that I want to break off, I'll use the spine of the blade just so I can save as much life on the blade as possible. Okay, here's a dumb thing I didn't think of. Why don't we, I've done this before, why don't we use a little bit of that. Now I will be using cotton ball and Vaseline, so I don't have to get these really fine. But if I just get a bunch of these little ones, That ought to help. All right, let's see what we can do with just this amount. Split this a little bit more. Okay. I did bring up a lighter, but what we're going to pretend is that lighter fell in the snow or has just become extremely wet. There's nothing. So, guess what? I'm out of luck because my lighter is not going to work. That's why you bring some sort of backup. Now, in all honesty, I want to prepare this a little bit more than I have. I don't like where it's at. And that's going to be part of the challenge for me. Get out these cotton balls. And that's the thing about this, the flint and steel. I already did a vid on these. I haven't released it yet though. Now I'm going to put this in the snow. Here's that. And the difference, whew, cold hands. The difference between that lighter and flint and steel. And we've got fire. I'm going to put this away real quick because I don't want to get in too much of a hurry that I drop that and I can't find it because I might need that later. Or I might fail on this. You never know what's going to happen. And I don't have... I need more resources to start another fire. See, right now I already wish I would have split more wood. But again, I'm just trying to make this a scenario that I'm in a hurry. Maybe I came across a lost hiker and they need a fire. Come on, baby. Come on. Just trying. Tell you right now, this is going to be challenging. I can tell I'm in trouble already, but let's stick with it. Now I'm going to let those kind of catch while I make some more smaller ones. See what I'm doing? I'm getting in a hurry. I'm flipping that stuff everywhere.
Okay, that's a little better. But we're not even close to being out of the woods here, figuratively speaking. Yeah, this stuff is pretty damp. Yeah, that's really damp. Gotta try to get that on there and dry it out. You know, this is just fun, man. This is just a ball to come up here and do this. Kind of challenge yourself, see what you can do. It's good to test yourself in these kind of scenarios too. And granted, this isn't as bad as I was hoping it would be today. Get some of these bigger pieces around it, drying off a little bit. That's gonna be my baton. And let's go get some more stuff. Now I think at this point it's just gonna be a matter of continuously feeding the fire, making sure I'm kind of drying out what I'm putting on there and just keeping it going, and depending on the situation is really, you know, get a big blazing fire going if I need to for someone if they're hurt, they're cold. And especially, again guys, I'm just thinking out loud here. During the winter and past experiences, you really want to build a good bed of coals, because that will help you sustain the fire. It'll help you dry out firewood much quicker. Now, you can kind of see the fire starting to spread out here a little bit. What I want to do is keep that as much as I can in the middle and keep that core really nice and warm. Oh, okay, this is a good example. If I'm out here and I'm in trouble, look what I just did. This is my plastic bag with my cotton balls right there and Vaseline. I just burned them all up because I had them too close to the fire, and I didn't put them away when I was done. That's what I keep harping on, because this is what I do. So that right there is a good reminder. Very good reminder. Now, one of the things why I chose this site right here is because if you look up, I don't have any trees that are directly above this that might send the snow that's collected on the boughs down on top of my fire. On the other hand, I'm kind of close to a tree right over there that I can kind of get underneath and get some shelter if I really needed to. See, now if I start having a problem getting these to burn, I've got a fairly decent bed of coals that I can help use. give them some air, blow on them a little bit, and that's going to help me out quite a bit if I need to. I was hoping for a little bit more severe weather, but this was tough conditions. I would definitely call this a success. The one thing that I really didn't do this time is prep like I normally do. When I build fires, I like to get things ready. I like to prep them. I like to have everything laid out so it's good to go. In this case, I did very little of that in these snowy conditions. I got a base of, to help me kind of stay separate from the cold floor, and that worked very well. And all it was a bunch of twigs, just enough to lift me up and get the fire started, get a good bed of coals, so that it could kind of feed itself. So this was fun. I liked it. That was a fun test to come up here and do that, do it as quick as I could, minimal prep time like I was saying earlier, and a lesson learned out of it too. And that's, for me, that's a good substance that comes from doing stuff like this. You learn a lot by just coming out here and doing. Thanks much, guys. It's always a pleasure. Lots of fun for me. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. We'll see you.